Hi, in this clip I'll show you this par 3 golf course designed by Jack Nicklaus, which sits right inside of this hotel complex, the Vidanta Hotel Complex in Mexico at the Riviera Maya south of Cancun. The interesting thing is all 18 holes are only par 3 and they're quite challenging. So let's take a look. This 18th hole is nothing for people who get scared easily. We come from way back there on our right, a very narrow fairway, and if you want to risk hitting directly to the flag, you have to make it onto this island. And even if you try to lay it up on this very narrow fairway, there is quite a challenge to play this hole. Das zweite Loch ungefähr 150 Meter, hier von den blauen Abschlägen bis zur Fahne über diese große Wüste hinweg. Das ist so sehr festes Kalkgestein oder eine Art fester Sand, aber zur Not auch spielbar. So, das dritte Loch, ungefähr 115 Meter, ist das erste, was ein wenig über Wasser geht.
Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Necesitan algo de tomar?
¿Qué tiene?
Refrescos, cervezas y algunos cócteles. Ron, whisky, vodka, tequila y Gatorade.
Wow, do you speak English?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. What's your name?
My name is Josue. I'm from Acapulco.
You're from Acapulco.
Yeah.
So what do you sell here in this little cart?
Have beers, soft drinks, mixed drinks like Bloody Marys, Bloody Caesars, vodka, orange juice, vodka
Yeah,
cranberry.
but then I cannot play golf anymore.
Okay. Oh, you can drink but not drive.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Huh?
It's a really pleasure.
So this fourth hole is quite long, at least for me, for a par 3, about 190 yards, a bit more, 195 yards from here. Again, over almost a desert-like sand area, but it's not really sand, it's sort of like a soft rock. But the green is protected, and behind the green you see bunkers and sort of a hill. So if you go a bit too far, it shouldn't matter. So for the lovers of water, here the fifth hole is about 130 yards to the flag, here from the blue. So we're at the 10th hole here. It's about 140, 145 yards to the flag. Quite a small green, a bit elongated. There are two bunkers to the right and ahead, and on the left side you have this flat, almost like sands, but it's not sand, it's very hard surface, but playable should you end up in that surface. So this is a wedge, 48 degrees, but a lot of wind coming from the side. It's about 75 yards to the flag. Let's go for it. This here is quite an interesting green because it has sort of like a double dip, like a little valley. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but if you would land here as I did with one ball, it goes downhill and then uphill again to get to the flag. And I have one ball which sits right here in the ditch of the green. Not too bad. The 15th hole is quite nice, about 135, 140 yards. There's a water canal to the left, a big sandy patch in front and a bunker right in front of the green, but doable. And beyond, again, the roofs of the lobbies of some of the hotels here in the resort. Here we are at the green of the 15th hole, and right adjacent to it, this water canal looks like quite a natural one. Not too friendly because my ball landed right in it, but it looks nice. So we're at the 17th hole, about 115 yards, and today the flag is set right next to these bunkers, so that's always trickier than what it looks like. So this is the green of the 17th hole. And not only was there a bunker just in front of the flag, but there is another bunker right behind the flag in the middle of the green, which is like a circle. That's quite interesting. Loch, fast eine Art Angstloch, 155 Meter bis zum Grün, aber das Grün ist auf einer Insel. Vor dem Grünwasser, links vom Grünwasser und hinterm Grün auch Wasser. So that was a very nice round of golf, and I think I deserve a swim now. Behind me is one of the many pools on this hotel. But let's go back to the golf. So this was 18 holes, par 3, all par 3s, but a lot more difficult than you might think, at least for me, because each of these holes is shaped after a hole in some famous golf course. You might remember the last one, the 18th hole, where the green was on an island. And I think I've seen something like that also on TV somewhere. I would recommend, if you want to come and play here, to come in the afternoon. They have sort of a twilight tariff, and it cost me around $50. You get a cart, you get golf clubs, Titleys, they were actually quite good, some water, tees, and well, then it's up to you to lose the balls. Mexico has about 70 golf courses, but most of them are private. You cannot just come and say, I want to play golf. This is different here on the Riviera Maya, where there are 14 courses between Cancun all the way down to Tulum. I think there are around 3 in Cancun, and we're here between Cancun and Playa del Carmen in this big resort, and you can play golf, it seems, also if you come from outside. So I hope you enjoyed this little clip, and maybe one day you'll come here. The high season, they told me, is sort of between December and May. It's now after Easter, and I must say I was pretty much alone on that golf course. So it's highly recommendable. One thing I did not like so much though was that they had these little carts that shuttle people around from one hotel to the other, to the restaurants, to the beaches. That's a bit noisy sometimes. So although you are in this beautiful landscape, nice trees, even some wildlife, every once in a while you have one of these noisy carts that come by and I think are a little bit disruptive. But otherwise this is really a nice place. So maybe one day you'll enjoy it, and thanks for watching this clip.